Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be trying out some more best of 1 action. Got my butt kicked yesterday, killed my rank on best of 3, played a bunch of different decks, was not doing well. Best of 3, then I switched to best of 1, was playing Dimir Control, went 14-1, so feeling the best of 1 meta right now, and what we're trying out is a updated version of Mono White Aggro. From the stats from Untapped, this seems to be one of the premier archetypes in best of 1. And there's a lot of cards to try out in this new shell. There hasn't been a definitive kind of best version yet of it. And what we're seeing is with some of the numbers that are alternating between is like Paladin class, Portable Holes. I've seen lists with 0, I've seen lists with 4. Seen lists with 0, seen lists with 4. Same idea with Usher. This version here, we're just playing 2. And really the card I want to try out here is Intrepid Adversary. We're going to start off with 2 copies. It is an Anthem effect that we could pay more mana into. It's another 2-drop. I want to see how this plays out in the deck. Additionally, I want to try out Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Basically like a Goblin Rabble Master style effect. Creates more tokens each turn. Vigilance can be relevant. To make space for this, we've cut down, like I said, the 2 Ushers. We're going to 3 Elite Spellbinders. I've seen lists again with Redain playing 2, 3, 4 copies. So it's kind of just playing to see what works best. Mana base wise, I've opted to go 3 Faceless Havens and 1 Cave of the Frost Dragon. And then with Legion Angel, we have the Wishboard here. So we'll give this a go. I think I finished, we're top 1200. Let's see where Mono White can take us. So we're going to be doing a couple established decks right now, and then we'll go back to some brews. Just want to highlight what's currently working in the meta, getting all the stats from Untapped. To see kind of what's working, what's not. In best of 1 Mythic right now, actually Angels has the highest win rate in best of 1, which is kind of interesting. Followed by Bant Party with pretty much no changes to the S22 deck. This is good. So I think we lead with Usher. And then I go Monk into Paladin class. This scales better. And then this is a guaranteed 2 points. Okay, so they can be... They are on Shamble Gambles. I don't particularly want to lose my threat here, so I think what we're going to do... Just Portable Hole this. This puts a nice bit of pressure on them. We can Paladin class next turn. Okay, so this is likely a Storm the Festival build. I think that's fine for us. This way if we draw land, I could Paladin class. This will shut off their bindings or other 4 mana spells. Jund. Okay, that's scary. So I think given Jund, we're just going to start firing out Legion's Angels. This lets us put on some pressure still. Ren's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, that's actually really good. So I think we do this. Just bring out a second one here. Oh, this might be sack. It's an interesting trade-off. I think we're fine to just trade here. The fact they drew into Deadly Dispute there is just nonsense. That's kind of BS. They discard their hand and draw into the exact card. Better lucky than good, right? So I can regain shield here. I can do this and pump. Which I don't mind. Actually, what I can do here, play that out, play this out, and then put a counter on this. They might have like the Extus in their deck. So that is 8 damage. They know we have another Legion Angel. Kind of surprised they didn't get rid of Legion Angel. Okay, there goes Showdown here. Not a good Showdown. They do need to hang back. Jaspara does buy them a turn. So they can put counters on this gold span. I think what we do is just this turn. Because this kind of bottlenecks their mana. The Shatter Skull smashing doesn't do a huge amount. That's pretty good because now their Goldspan enters with a counter. I can Paladin class because then this goes up to 6. So we are going to Paladin class, I think. Because if I could set up the double strike, I can start pushing through some damage. Okay, they go Showdown here. Super interesting. Paladin class forces the block with the Goldspan. Should be lethal. Got him! Surprised they went that route. The safer play was the other Goldspan Dragon. I'm not sure what they could have been trying to dig for that would open them up that way. So we just went taller that game, which was nice. Which was actually a surprising play. Misjudged what deck they were on at first, them being a Scald's Dragon deck wasn't what I was anticipating. Yeah, it looks good. I think in this case, because we don't have another spell for this, just gonna try to get bigger here. I don't want him to get the spirits just yet. It'll be pretty easy. So Redain, and then we'll do Redain Shield. Light Scribe. That's interesting. I think we're racing in any regard. If they want to trade here, I will. Just to take the Light Scribe off the battlefield. That's fine. Cool. So I think we're going to go Intrepid this turn. Again, if they want to trade 4 things, honestly, even at this point, if they want to trade 3. I don't think they can kill me from this position. And then Redain Shield just blocks some of that damage. This is sorcery speed. Five, 8, 10, 12. Cool. They could have at least survived a turn. They had that. We'll take those. Mono White's doing its thing. I gotta get coins. There's Skyclave Apparition art, full art in the store today. Alright, playing Donnie. Donnie boy. Easy keep. Monk into Monk Paladin. Simic ramp. Redain very good in this matchup. Even the Paladin class is low-key really good here. So I'll probably lead off with Spellbinder to break up their hand. So this is a free block for them. They're going to sack for a forest. So we're hoping they don't have the Cultivator. That's fine. Gonna do this first because they're going to be probably inclined to sack, so just in case they have like Divide by 0. So I like doing this first. Lets us play around known information. And notably, Summoner is... If it was cast from your hand, this would be cast from exile, so it wouldn't work. So here we have a couple options. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't really do much there. So I think we're just going to hit for 3 here. This just taxes them a bit further. If they draw into another summoner, they draw into another summoner. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So I can take a look at what's in hand. So we'll play Monk. We'll take a gander what's in our opponent's hand. Get rid of that Coma. If they want to trade their land, I'm fine, because it just further sets them back. And then next turn, I can level up Paladin class and play Usher out. That's a good top deck. So I think what we're gonna do play this, play this. So they can play Coma, but Coma's going to require to keep tapping down our stuff. So if I just keep playing out threats, that seems wrong. So they divide by 0 there. That could get the mascot. They don't have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They need a land. We don't get the counter, but next turn I can mascot. Okay, so mascot buys him a turn here. Flavor text. Mascot would have saved him for a turn, but 542, mono white, doing mono white things. I've played a lot of Simic Summoner, myself and Arjuna on Arena Cast Pod. I kind of was one of the first to play the deck in S22, and then he really built upon the deck, so I've got a lot of reps with it. Spoken a lot, tried a lot of different strategies. It's good when mono white's not playing Redain. When they're on Redain, then it becomes a nightmare. Dougie Fresh at 35. I think Dougie Fresh is 35. A bit slower of a hand, but we'll give it a go. Duress in this economy. Nice pay 1 mana, discard a card from your own hand. Dimir control, maybe? Yeah. Redained Shield can be really good here. The fact they meat hooked for 1 bodes pretty well. Okay, so what could they have? They could have Crippling Fear, but this prevents Crippling Fear from happening. I also have the ability to play Adversary with Kicked. Take 2. I'm gonna get rid of Meat Hook here. It gains them a lot of incidental life. Okay, so they need a sweeper, but they can't play a sweeper. And I think we should probably have them locked out pretty well. They missed the line draw, plus everything they do is taxed. This might be... No, this isn't my version. I don't play duress. So I will show you. We're up to 424. Nice little run there. So, what do we think of the deck? I liked everything we did with it. What we couldn't really comment on is Adeline. Having said that, I've run into mono white decks with Adeline, and this thing is a must kill on sight. I think as just a one of, it's really useful. As we saw with the meta right now, having some number of Redains is good. I would almost even consider cutting a Spellbinder for another Adeline just to try that out. Spellbinder right now is not the best because there's not too much control. There's some number of Dimir control decks, but not huge amounts. And a lot of them are doing Foretell or Flashback, just other ways to cast cards. I think the collection of Paladin classes, Portable Holes, Ushers, these numbers were good. I may go down 1 Kodak, 1 Usher, just up that way. So there's some numbers we could play around with. The Adversary was also good in some numbers. I don't think we want to be on a 4 of right away. But honestly, I would even try maybe just cut down a Clarion Spirit, go up another Intrepid Adversary. So there's some numbers you could play around with, but the core seems really good with this deck. Never had to activate a creature land, but I think we were fine in any case. Legion Angel continues to be stellar whenever we draw it. If you do want to see just like a Dimir deck, I'm 14-1 with this deck. The big thing if you're going to be playing Dimir in best of 1, counterspells just aren't very good. Stuff gets under you all the time. You have to answer the board, but while also playing to spells. And then with taxing effects like Paladin class, it doesn't really help. So I found that this version, some Eye Twitch, some Skullport Merchants to ramp, Lotlith is a way to just get blockers, get some card advantage, and then Memory Deluge, Alrund's Epiphany, Blood on the Snow. Really kind of the low-key win con is Meat Hook Massacre. You could just kind of grind with all these tokens and little things dying. You also have access to 2 copies of Mascot Exhibition on the side. I was trying out a Dessert Doom, a banana dessert. This one I've kind of been okay with. It trades with Goldspan pretty nicely and gets with all the flying dragons. But if you are looking Dimir, like I know we just played Dimir, they kind of stumbled on mana, but this is definitely the configuration I've found to be most successful. I cut all the counter spells. Divide by 0 is kind of a counter spell, but allows you to play the tempo game while also answering stuff that's already on the battlefield. But that wraps it up with Mono White. We finished 424, 425. But let me know what you think, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.